Welcome back to Culture Shock Diaries, where we uncover the untold stories behind the world's most bizarre, controversial, and deeply meaningful traditions and cultures. In this concluding part of taboo traditions that are both shocking and sacred, we're diving even deeper into rituals that push the boundaries of human endurance, faith, and culture. Our journey begins deep in the heart of the Amazon rainforest, where the ceremonies tribe practices one of the most brutal rites of passage on Earth, the infamous bullet ant ritual. This initiation isn't just about proving strength, it's about courage, resilience, and transforming boys into warriors. Here is how it works. Dozens of bullet ants are sedated and woven into gloves with their stingers facing inward. The boys then place their hands inside the gloves and must endure the excruciating sting for up to 10 minutes. And if that wasn't bad enough, they have to repeat the process 20 times over several months. Imagine having your hand feel like it's on fire, except it's literally happening. The venom causes intense pain, paralysis, and even hallucinations. But surviving the ritual earns the initiate respect and status within the tribe. Would you trade hours of agony for lifelong honor? Our next stop is Papua New Guinea, where the Chambri people practice crocodile scarification, a painful yet symbolic rite of passage. Young men willingly undergo this ritual to prove their strength and connection to the spirit of the crocodile. Using razor-sharp bamboo knives, elders carve hundreds of cuts into the initiate's chest, back, and arms. Over time, these wounds heal into raised scars, symbolizing resilience and rebirth. It's like getting a tattoo, tattoos that involve blood, tears, and weeks of recovery. For the Chambri, this ritual represents transformation. They believe the scars connect them to their ancestors and the powerful crocodile spirits. Painful, absolutely. But for these young men, it's worth every drop of sweat and blood. Would you choose beauty through pain? Share your thoughts below. Next, we travel to the highlands of Indonesia, where the Dani tribe practices an ancient tradition called finger cutting. When a loved one dies, family members, often women, cut off parts of their fingers as a physical expression of grief and loss. The process involves tightly tying a string around the finger to numb it before cutting it off with a knife. The severed tip is then burned, and the ashes are saved as a tribute to the deceased. If you thought crying at funerals was emotional, imagine losing a finger instead. While the practice has largely disappeared due to modern laws, older generations still bear the marks of this haunting tradition. It's a stark reminder of how deeply personal grief can be expressed across cultures. Which is harder to imagine, cutting off a finger or finding another way to grieve? Let's turn up the heat with a tradition that's equal parts thrilling and mystifying: fire walking. Practiced in places like Greece, India, and Fiji, this ritual involves walking barefoot over burning embers as a test of faith, courage, or devotion. While it might look like an invitation to third-degree burns, many participants claim they feel no pain during the act, attributing their protection to divine intervention or intense mental focus. If I tried this, I'd probably end up calling 911, but hey, maybe I just lack faith. In Greece, fire walking is part of the Anastasia festival, where dancers move rhythmically to music while carrying icons of saints. In India, it's often performed during Hindu ceremonies to demonstrate devotion to deities like Draupadi. Scientists suggest firewalking works because the soles of the feet touch the coals for only milliseconds at a time, reducing heat transfer. But for those who practice it, science takes a back seat to spirituality. Now let's address one of the most controversial and heartbreaking practices still prevalent in parts of Africa, the Middle East, and Asia: female genital mutilation. This harmful procedure involves the partial or total removal of external female genitalia, often justified as a cultural or religious requirement. While proponents argue it preserves purity or prepares girls for marriage, this tradition has devastating consequences, causing lifelong physical and psychological trauma without any medical benefit. Thankfully, global advocacy efforts are making strides to eradicate this practice. Organizations like UNICEF and WHO are working tirelessly to educate communities and empower women to reject female genital mutilation. Imagine trying to justify something so blatantly cruel. It's proof that progress isn't always easy. This is a reminder that while some traditions may seem deeply rooted in culture, they're not immune to scrutiny when they violate human rights. Our final tradition takes us to North America, where some Native American tribes perform body suspension rituals as part of the sacred sun dance. Participants pierce their skin with hooks attached to ropes and are hoisted into the air, testing their endurance and devotion to the spiritual world. This act of self-sacrifice is believed to bring healing, renewal, and blessings to the community. While outsiders may see it as extreme, for those involved, it's a deeply spiritual experience that connects them to their ancestors and the divine. The sun dance is a reminder that pain can sometimes lead to profound growth, and that traditions, no matter how unusual, often carry significant meaning for those who practice them. Would you push your body to the limit for spirituality? Let us know in the comments. So there you have it. A journey through some of humanity's most shocking, bizarre, and meaningful traditions. From walking on fire to mourning through self-sacrifice, these practices remind us that culture is complex, messy, and endlessly fascinating. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more eye-opening content. And hey, if there's a taboo tradition we missed, or one you've experienced yourself, tell us your story in the comments. We'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching.